yelled at on my show. I'm getting yelled at on my show to keep the coasters, or keep the hot objects on the coaster. Hey, welcome back to another episode. Appreciate you dropping in on the vlog. What we have this morning is a jet fuel session. For those of you who don't know, you will now find out what jet fuel is. Jet fuel is my breakfast that I eat every single day. That consists of salmon, eggs, whole eggs, avocado, and some asparagus. And that's it. Pretty simple breakfast, but I cook that up and I eat that every single day. I call it jet fuel because I look at my body as a high performance vehicle, like a jet plane. And so you wouldn't put 87 unleaded in a jet plane. No, you put jet fuel in that motherfucker, okay? And that's what I am. So that's what we're doing here. Some of the reason, I know right now the little carbohydrate monster is going off in your head and you're thinking, oh my God, you don't have any carbs in the morning. It's done intentionally, okay? I don't put carbs in the first meal of the day because I want to program my body to use fat as a fuel source and not spike my insulin, but not deprive myself of precious nutrients that my body needs, like protein, amino acids, fats, and the micronutrients that comes from vegetables. So that's my thought process here. Also, I've been doing this for quite some time, and when you're trying to stay lean all year round, even maybe ripped all year round, these are little more advanced nutritional tips that are going to allow you to stay lean to shredded, right, all year round. So that's why it's one of the thought process behind this meal, and it served me really well. Another thing is the omegas, the omega-3s, omega-6s that come in salmon, I think are an essential for all athletes and anybody who trains hard year round. We need those, one for brain health, joint health. So I'm getting my omega-3s. I'm getting from the whole eggs, obviously we're getting protein, but we're getting choline, right? All those minerals, all those micronutrients. Choline's great for the brain. And so those are like the big ones that I really try and make sure I get every single day in my meal. Let's, got it, am I in frame?
Yeah.
Okay, so now here's the thing. So now we're gonna cook the breakfast. So we have the ingredients, now I'm gonna give you the recipe. Now a wise man once told me, I can give you the recipe, but the sauce will taste different. So come over here and check this out, all right? Wrap your mind around that one. So, before we throw anything on the pan, I like to cook with a little bit of coconut oil. That's my secret to getting one, crispy salmon and crispy eggs, which we'll talk to the point of me cooking the best eggs that have ever been made here in a second. Before I do that, I like to do a little bit of coconut oil, right? Get a little bit, maybe a tablespoon. I throw it on here. We get the pan nice and hot. That's a key. This is like a key point here. Bring it back up. This is a key point here to cooking. Like, I like to cook with high heat. Turn that pan up. I like to get it hot. Okay, and that's the key to the eggs. We'll hear that. We'll see that here in a second. But get that heat up, because when you put things on, you want to hear it sizzle. I want to hear things sizzle. I want to hear the salmon sizzle. I want to hear the asparagus sizzle. It's definitely not going to be hot enough to hear it sizzle. I got to turn the heat up right now. I'm talking about sizzling, and I don't have enough heat for the sizzle, and I can't put the asparagus on here while the camera's rolling and it not sizzle after I just made this big ass deal about sizzling. My sous chef, though, her and I are gonna have a conversation after this. Okay, but we're almost there. Real quick though, sizzle. Sizzle. That's always hot enough to sizzle. Okay, I think we've approached max heat for sizzling. So here we go, a little bit of asparagus. For those of you who've never prepared asparagus, I always like to cut the little butts off, right? Because they're gross and they're all hard. So I'll cut those off, throw them in the trash, or if you have a garbage disposal or a compost bin, that's even better. Good on you. The environment appreciates you as well. Hear that? Do we hear? Little sizzle, not big sizzle, little sizzle. That's okay. Get that coconut butter all over. Coconut oil. Coconut butter. Did I just create something? Salmon. 6 ounces of salmon. Oh, hear the sizzle, ladies and gentlemen. And then here's the secret. I like to season my salmon with a little bit of chipotle powder. Chili chipotle would also suffice, but the chipotle powder is my favorite. A little bit here. Give her a little douse-a-roo. Not too much, but enough. A nice little healthy dusting. Bam! Bring the camera up. Bring the camera up. Bring it up to me. If you could waft the aroma. It smells like smoky. It smells like a Southwestern. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna watch a Western movie. That's what this smells like right now. Clint Eastwood's gonna walk in. So you have to ask yourself, do you feel lucky, punk? You know, that's what's going on around here. Drop a little bit of coconut oil here in the pan. This is the egg pan. Now I cook the eggs separate. It's a little bit more coconut oil than I normally would, but I got overzealous here on camera. I'm all jacked up on some Vietnamese coffee that I always underestimate how caffeinated it is. So here we go. Egg time. Bam! So this is the key right here to deliciously cooked eggs. You gotta have that pan super hot initially. 5 whole eggs here. We got that bad boy rolling. Bring the camera back up on me. So, this is the key to the most delicious sunny side up eggs you'll ever have. The pan has to be scorching when you first put them in. You need that sizzle, you need some bubbling, but once you get the pan that hot and once you put the eggs on there, now I'm gonna kick the heat down to about medium low, because we don't want to cook the eggs at that heat, sustained all the way through. It won't work. So we're gonna drop this down to, like I said, medium temperature, maybe medium low, because the pan's also gonna stay hot for a minute as well. Throw these bad boys out. And now from here, we gotta give a little TLC to the eggs. We gotta give a little TLC to everything that's going on here. We gotta pay attention to them. Okay? People want to know a time limit. I'm connected to the eggs right now. I'm intentional, right? We had this thing going on here. So I'm gonna watch it. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, also, we're gonna add a little bit of this to the eggs as well. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. So here's another little hint that'll help you, a little secret that'll help you with eggs, especially for the sunny side up. What I like to do is I'll come in here and I'll this little Albion around here, I'll just break that, right? I'll move it around to the thinner parts of the egg. See, like that right there. I'll come in here, I'll break that away. But you don't want to break the yolk, obviously, it's sunny side up. But it'll help cook these more consistently. And then here. Now it's time to flip the salmon. Ooh. There we go. So now we are, check this out. We've got 5 beautiful sunny side up eggs. Look at that, no stick. We plate that bad boy. Boom! Salmon got a little toasty on one side, but that's okay. Crispiness. Now we go. Bam. And now while all that just took place, we cut the avocado. Look at that. If that ain't a beautiful avocado, I don't know what is. But then I like to go little line here, little line here, little line there, bam. Then I go bam, 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 bam. Hey, camera woman, pay it on up. Chef Mapes in the house. Am I the best or am I the best, ladies and gentlemen? And what's crazy here, bring it up on me. As beautiful as this is, keep the camera on me, okay? As beautiful as this looks, it tastes even better, okay? And that's what's about to take place here. I'm about to go over to my table right there, my little place I like to eat in the morning. I'm gonna devour this food like an animal, okay? Like a wild, savage animal that was out in the wilderness for 5 days with no meal and then finally caught, you know, prized elk. And I'm gonna eat it and I'm gonna contemplate my workout, right? I'm gonna visualize success in the gym, my warm up, my activation, and then my set. I'm gonna imagine all my muscles growing while I'm eating this delicious meal. And then I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna bring that shit to life. So here you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Jet fuel, eggs, salmon, asparagus, avocado. Sometimes I interchange the asparagus for green beans, maybe some cucumbers and tomatoes, as long as it's a green vegetable. This is, all kidding aside, all the silliness, this is like a great meal to start our morning, right? Like I've already kind of hit on, we're getting our protein, we're getting healthy fats, we're getting the omega-3s, we're getting choline, we're getting micronutrients, everything the body needs to get me ready and to go after my day, right? Because that's one of the things that we need to think about when fueling our body is not only for performance in the weight room or in the gym for our training, but also for life. You know, not all of us can just work out for a living. Not everyone that's watching this is a professional athlete. So your whole life doesn't revolve around just the physical. You know, we have jobs, we have families, we have all these things in our life that require us to be present and to give energy. And if you're not fueling yourself to be there and to be present, you're leaving something on the table, right? You're leaving the ability to have more energy and be present with your kids or with your wife or your husband, or to be at work and give that extra hour or two to get you ahead, or for your side hustle, right? Most of us hate our job, or maybe don't hate it, but don't love it. So if you don't have the energy when you get home to work on our hobby, to work on our new side hustle, like we're cutting ourselves short. And everything in my 22 years of experience, everything starts with nutrition. Nutrition is the most important thing that we can do. The working out stuff is great and it's fun, but if you're not taking care of the nutrition, you're just wasting your time. So, yeah, I'm gonna eat my breakfast. I'm gonna get ready for this workout, and let's do this damn thing. Cheers. Get a feeder. Come here. Come on, girl. No. Sit down. So this is my camera woman. Come here. Oh, is that a good girl? That's a good girl. Okay, go lay down. Go lay down. Get out of here.